Hello everyone and welcome back to Cumulusive. I hope you all aced the MCQs on the periodic table. Now it's time to level up because today we are diving into chapter 2, chemical bonding. Get your pens and notebooks ready because we are about to crack 15 most important MCQs for your ICSE exam. Let's begin. Question number 1. State which is not a common characteristic of electrovalent compound. High melting point, conducts electricity when in the molten state, consists of oppositely charged ion, ionizes when dissolved in water. The correct answer is ionizes when dissolved in water. Let's take the explanation. Electrovalent compound undergo electrolytic dissociation on passage of electric current. The process involves separation of ions already present in the ionic compound. Kindly make the definition of ionization and dissociation clear. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 2. The one which is composed of all the three kinds of bonds, ionic, covalent and coordinate bond is sodium chloride, ammonia, carbon tetrachloride, ammonium chloride. The correct option is ammonium chloride. Let's take the explanation. When ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl, is formed, cation ammonium having 3 covalent and 1 coordinate bond and anion chloride are attracted toward each other. Due to electrical charge existing between them, ionic bond is also formed. I hope the concept is clear. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. Select the correct answer from A, B, C and D. Metals lose electrons during ionization. This change is called oxidation, reduction, redox, displacement. The correct answer is oxidation. Oxidation is a process when an atom or ion loses electron in order to attain a stable state. Make concept of oxidation reduction very clear, students. Let's move on to next question. Question number 4. State which is not a typical property of ionic compound. High melting point, conducts electricity in molten and in the aqueous state, solution state, are insoluble in water, exist as oppositely charged ion even in the solid state. The correct answer is are insoluble in water. Let's take the explanation. Ionic compounds are soluble in water. They are insoluble in organic solvent. Water has high dielectric constant, that is capacity to weaken the force of attraction, thus result in free ions. I hope the concept is clear. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. Compound X consists of only molecules. X will have a crystalline hard structure, low melting and boiling point, an ionic bond, a strong force of attraction between its molecule. The correct answer is low melting and boiling point. Take the explanation. There are weak van der Waals force of attraction between molecules. Thus, less amount of energy is required to break this force of attraction. Let's move on to next question. Question number 6. Molecules which contain triple covalent bond is. Student, is triple bond. Ammonia, methane, water, nitrogen. The correct answer is nitrogen. Let us take the complete explanation to make the concept clear. The valency of nitrogen element is 3. Nitrogen needs 3 electrons to attain stable octet structure of nearest noble gas. Each of the two nitrogen atom contributes 3 electrons so as to have 3 shared pair of electrons between them. Both atoms attain stable octet structure, resulting in the formation of triple covalent bond between them. It's not 3, it's triple. I hope the explanation is very clear. Let's move on to question number 7. State which of the following is a common characteristic of covalent compound. High melting point, consist of molecules, always soluble in water, conducts electricity when it is in the molten state. It's covalent compound. The correct answer is consist of molecules. Let's take the explanation. In covalent compound, valence shell electrons are mutually shared by atom of each element to achieve a stable electric configuration. As there is no transfer of electron between the atom, so the atoms remain electrically neutral. Let's move to the next question. Question number 8. A compound with no low boiling point is sodium chloride, calcium chloride, potassium chloride, and carbon tetrachloride. The correct answer is carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride is a covalent compound and covalent compound have low boiling point. Before in MCQ we have already discussed about van der Waals force. Hope the concept of covalent compound is clear. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 9. In the molecule of water, oxygen atom has one shared pair of electrons, three shared pair of electrons, two lone pairs of electrons, one lone pair of electrons. The correct answer is two lone pair of electrons. Let's take the explanation. Oxygen has 6 electrons in its valence shell. So it shares 2 electrons with 2 hydrogen atom to form water molecule. And the remaining 2 pair of electrons do not take part in the bonding is lone pair of electron. Therefore in water molecule, oxygen has 2 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs of electrons. I hope the concept of lone pair is clear. The second point in the explanation is a definition of lone pair, or you can say explanation of lone pair. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 10. Hydrogen without any electrons is deuterium, tritium, protium, proton. The correct answer is proton. Let's take the explanation. Hydrogen atom without an electron is called hydrogen ion or proton. When an hydrogen atom loses its electron, only the nucleus remains which contain a proton. The positively charged hydrogen ion is extremely reactive and has a very short lifetime in the aqueous solution. I hope this is clear. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 11. Which of the following does not conduct electricity? Solid sodium chloride, molten NaOH, molten KOH, aqueous NaCl. The correct answer is solid NaCl. As attractive force between the ions is solid state are very strong and ions are not free to move. Therefore, they do not conduct electricity in solid state. NaCl in solid state is an ionic solid, hence do not conduct electricity. Just note students, this question can be asked as give reason. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 12. What kind of bond is formed between metallic and non-metallic elements? coordinate bond, ionic bond, covalent bond, and the last option is none of these. Yes, the correct option is ionic bond. The bond formed when a metallic element combines with non-metallic element is called a ionic bond. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 13. Very important. Polarity of a molecule depend on its difference. Size difference, electron affinity, electron positivity, electron negativity. Yes, the correct answer is electronegativity. Let us take the complete explanation. Polarity of a bond depend upon difference in the electronegativity of the bonded atoms. The higher the difference in the electronegativity, higher will be the polarity of the bond. A polar bond is formed between the two atoms of different electronegativity. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 14. A compound having one lone pair of electrons is ammonia, methane, water, carbon tetrachloride. Yes, the correct answer is ammonia. Let's take the explanation. Nitrogen in ammonia has one lone pair. Let's move to the last question of the session. When the metallic atom become cation, it gains electron and is oxidized. It gains electron and is reduced. It loses electron and is oxidized. It loses electron and is reduced. Let's take the explanation. It loses electron and is oxidized. Metallic atom losing electron to form cation which are positive ion. That's the wrap on chemical bonding MCQs. I hope this session was helpful to see how well you understood the chapter. Comment your score in comment box. Well, I can't wait to see how you did. If you found this video useful, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next chapter. Until next time, keep practicing and keep excelling. All the best.